Life. And tonight we talk about the 5 ways to declutter towards success. And these are going to be very simple, and I'm going to have some keys for you as I've gone along, and I've been able to figure out, success. It's simple, it's straightforward, and to the point. I know for myself, I'm the sensible lady. I put the sensible and sensible and help you declutter the clutter in your life. I always say my clutter. Well, there's lots of clutter out there, so as I said, I do have a book coming out, and it's coming out within 4 weeks, and I will let you know. There will be a link to it, and we will be, letting you know. So be on the watch for that book. It's going to be The Secrets of a Declutter of a hoarder turned declutterer. It's about life. So it is definitely a book, and it's endorsed by the American Psychiatric Association, the American Association of National Social Workers, and Psychological Association. So it's to the point, direct. It talks about hoarding, decluttering, all the many different aspects surrounding that. So it's been in the works for over a year, and it's finally coming out. So I just thought I'd let you guys know that we're coming at you, and we're coming at you with something great. And it's only going to be $9.97 for the book, $9.97. So, and it will come to you. So tonight we're going to talk about the 5 ways of decluttering for success. For many of us, we always have success books. We have so many different ways that are very complicated and sometimes don't get down to the point. Well, I'm going to take you through some steps that I use myself that I find, excuse me, I'm going to move up a little closer so you can see me, that we can all use in life, that if you apply these principles to your life. And that's why I said just principles, happy face. And basically we will give you prayer requests, prayers, or needs, or anything you have, or you can messenger me at us on our Facebook page, or you can also email me at Andrea at 84streetrocks.com. So with that said, let's move forward. So to the 5 ways of decluttering for success. How many of you, when you think of success, what is success to you? Does success mean having lots of money, lots of relationships, lots of friends, lots of everything? Really, success is what happens between my 2 ears and with God itself. And as far as I'm concerned, that's a biggie. As far as anything I would have to say about that, as far as success. Because true success lies in being able to build relationships, be able to build bridges with folks, and that's huge. And I'm going to describe 5 ways, and I've got 5 rocks here to help you have an association with them. So I'm hoping that they help you a lot, and bring something to you and help you provide lots of value to you, because we are here at Declutters Delight for Life about life itself. So with that said, the first one is purpose. Many of us need purpose in life, because a lot of times if you go around life without a purpose, it's like a car without a wheel, a ship without a rudder, all sorts of things. It's an overarching thing in our life that gives us about what we believe in, how we see ourselves, whether or not we have a mission for our business or anything else like that. It helps us to, how can I say it, believe. I'll put this up here close. I'll bring it out. There we go. Let's see. Yeah, believe. You got to believe. You got to believe in your purpose. If you don't believe in your purpose, then life is very difficult, because without purpose, you go wandering around the world, wondering, what you're going to do. You end up in low-paying jobs, and all sorts of things. And those who have purpose actually make more money, and that's a biggie. And as far as I'm concerned, I definitely like having purpose and knowing where I'm going in life, and planning and having direction and vision. All that's rolled up into purpose, and there is so much wrapped up in purpose. Is that a lot of times, in order to, move somewhere, we have to have preparation understanding a challenge. Sometimes this is the hardest part of coming together and making something happen. And basically, this is the opportunity. The preparation is the opportunity. And when you have that opportunity and preparation for it, this is where we're figuring things out and we're wondering, what's going on. A lot of us are sometimes scared at this stage. Sometimes we are wondering, why, things are the way they're at, and everything seems rather messy, and we're not even sure, what's going to happen or what's going to be. And when you realize that in order to do that, you've got to be able to move forward. You got to be able to move forward beyond, where you're at. And a lot of times in the preparation and opportunity stage, that's where you have the most stress. And a lot of times, because you're not sure, which direction to take or how things are going to happen. But you sometimes, if you keep working at it and keep having it happen, then it will happen. And then you go into the thinking stage, you go into the learning stage. You realize that you learn about what you want your opportunity to be. You take classes, you learn from other folks, you model other folks, you realize that that you're not alone, and that there are other folks out there too trying to do the same thing you are. And a lot of times it's best to make partnerships with folks, because one thing I have found, doing things, in working with people, that by building partnerships with folks in my preparation stage or in understanding and everything, is that you have to live in the moment when you're doing this. As I've said, you gotta live in the moment when you're doing this, thinking process, because if you don't live in the moment and don't take care of yourself as far as your health and your mind, your body, and your spirit, it's really hard to think, because you can keep running and running and running and running and running, but it usually catches up with you, and you have to excuse me while I take a drink right now. I am thirsty as far as that's concerned. And one of the things is you've got to watch those refined carbs. You got to watch those things that drag you down. Too much caffeine, and looking at things. I actually use ginseng myself to help me with my energy levels and help me with my pain issues. So that's a big help to me. And that helps me deal with my own challenges and problems, is that when I'm in the thinking stage, I want to make sure that I am doing my best and that I am optimized. I'm taking care of my health, because when I'm thinking, and if I can't think clearly because I hurt, I can't do anything, I can't go out and shop. I mean, shoot, that's to the point I was. But not anymore. I'm working out. I have somebody that helps me with that on 4 days a week. And I am moving forward in life, and then I'm living in the moment. Living in the moment is so damn important, because too many of us try to be. Sometimes, when we're in our thinking mode, there's this part of our brain here that keeps trying to tell us, well, you're no good, you can't do it, you can't do anything. Because I know, because I do it myself, and it is such a hard thing, and yeah, it becomes a habit. And it's a habit sometimes you've lived with lifelong. But one thing I found is that I can make a choice. I can make a choice to listen to it or just let it go, because it's just a voice from the past. And the voice from the past is not my live in the moment. Because if I keep listening to that part of my brain, I won't be able to do anything. I'll be sitting around the house moping around depressed. And a lot of times, if you've got purpose and you got preparation and all those things, a lot of times you don't have to be so much in depression. You may be predisposed, because I deal with a bipolar disorder, but that doesn't mean I have to live there. I don't have to live there all my life. And that when I got something greater than myself, and that includes God and working with you guys, that I can do all sorts of great things. And one of the other is insight, and this is one is I'm going to call clarity. If you guys can't see, it's clarity on the rock, and clarity and insight are really important because they allow you to carry through the actions. The things that you've thought about, you maybe planned. Yeah, there's several ways of planning, but I use a very simple process where I do daily, weekly, and monthly, and then I plan about 6 months out of different things I have to do, and I just kind of move them over as time goes on. And I also do, other planning that is really simple and that keeps things organized. And yeah, that's another important component of the 5 keys to success is being organized. Yes, all this is all under the 5 keys to decluttering for success, because one of the other things is verification. Did you get it done? That's what it's all about. And when I say never, you get it done, you say never say never, can do. And when you can do those things, you can say never say never. If something doesn't necessarily work out, you can go back up to one of the processes. You can just say, okay, let's see and figure out what's not working. Because when you have the mindset that no matter what, you can get through this, whatever the problem is. I've dealt with foreclosure. I've dealt with tons of bills. I'm coming out this month. And, it's not going to be perfect anyway, but, things are going to get better. And, and things are getting better. And I'm reaching out. And then that's another component is being able to reach out when you realize that you have a situation that you can't necessarily take care of yourself. Because, we're all interdependent on one another. And that's important to know, because in realizing that we're interdependent on one another, then we don't have to be alone. We can live in community. We can understand. We can have people that understand us in many ways. And we will be having something as part of the book that will be available to you guys, and it should be a big deal to you. And I'm hoping that you're going to enjoy it, because it's going to be something really special, and I'm excited by it. I'm excited by the whole experience of having a book come out, and there's probably going to be another book in about 6 to 9 months about my life story. So there's a lot of great stuff coming out, and as you can see, there's more content on the page, and I just will keep at you, because you know what, one of the hallmarks of success is being able to get through things and have perseverance. And with that, I wish you a great Declutter's Delight for life. Have hope, have peace, and tranquility and love. And you know what? I'll see you on the other side, and I'll see you again tomorrow night. And have a great one.